सरोज की बंदिश, the syllables of the composition.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Today is a very special day that we're really grateful to have this opportunity to share it with you. Today is a day celebrated around the world by millions, and it's called Sahasrara Day, May 5th. And in 1970, on this day, Shri Mataji experienced the opening of the primordial Sahasrara chakra, making it possible for each one of us to have this experience of Sahaja Yoga, the spontaneous connection of our own awareness with this divine power through the awakening of our Kundalini. We're very happy to be together this evening, and we are also going to be exploring further the mantras that we started learning on Tuesday. So we are very fortunate to have Wendy here, who will be once again helping us to go deeper into the understanding and beauty of the mantras for awakening our own inner subtle energy system. So very good. We have some announcements that we're going to start with first of all. We're waiting for those to be shared on the screen. Great. So here we are today on Thursday, the third session of this first week of the new Journey Within series. And we're meeting the same time that we have the past two series. In addition to this course, you can enjoy on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays a 30-minute Footsoak that's being led by different Sahaj meditation instructors from around the country. So you'll get to experience many different styles of guided meditation. And there will also be presented at the end of this evening a list of online meditations that are held on other days of the week and at other times that you can also enjoy if you would like to continue exploring further Sahaja Yoga. Very good. So I suppose then now we're ready to begin our Footsoak. We have a little bit different schedule today. We're very excited about. We're going to be guided in meditation by Shri Mataji for a part of our Footsoak. So let's get ready for that now. I'm Tracy. I forgot to introduce myself. I've been with you a few times before, and perhaps this may be the first time that we've met. And I live in South Florida, and I've been practicing Saj Yoga for about 40 years. So it's been a very long time. And I still am like an infant. We have so much to learn, and we're just at the beginning of this journey in terms of this exciting potential that exists within us, and discovering it and learning how to live in concert with it. So we'll begin the Footsoak now. Let's give vibrations to the water. We give a bandhan. We take our right hand, or if you're left-handed, you can use your left hand. We are going to, in a circular motion, vibrate the water with the energy that flows out of our hand. And we're giving a positive charge to the water, which will then absorb many of the negativities, the negative charges within our subtle system. We use both our hand and our attention. Very good. Let's place both feet in the water and bring our hands in front of our sacrum bone, in front of our torso, which is in the pelvic area. It's a very strong bone, which is housed in the pelvic structure. It's protected. It's a very special place within us. So we're going to now raise our own inner energy, this mothering energy. We've learned how to raise it. So we'll do that now 3 times. Expressing our desire to be connected to the divine power, and for this divine power to then bless us, to flow within us. And we'll give a bandhan as well to protect our subtle centers. We do this before and after we Footsoak, before and after we meditate. We can do it before we leave the house in the morning. We can do it anytime where we know we're going to be having a interaction that we want to be in our best shape for. So this will help bring us into balance and clear our mind and connect us with this divine power. So we're going to listen now to a very brief, few-minute long meditation that's being guided by Shri Mataji. We can close our eyes and listen with our hands open on our lap.
Please close your eyes. As it is, Kundalini has risen quite high. I feel it. But it has to cross through the last point, which is the 7th center, called as Sahasrara, to pierce through the whole of, is called as the Brahma, is the Brahmarandra, where you get your baptism, the real baptism, actualizing it. Please close your eyes. Just don't open your eyes. That's very important part of Sahaj Yoga, that you don't open your eyes. Because if you open your eyes, then the Kundalini doesn't rise about Agya Chakra, which is the 6th center. Put your right hand on your heart. Don't open your eyes, please, but put your right hand on your heart. and ask a question. For those who have not yet got their realization fully established, ask a question, Mother, am I the spirit? And the Sahaja Yogis have to say, Mother, I am the spirit. In your heart, you need not say loudly. Thrice. Put your left hand on top of your head. Are you feeling little, not touching it? Keep it higher, higher, still higher on the place where we call it as a talu, where the fontanelle bone area, where it was soft when you were a child. Bring it nearer to the head and see if you are feeling the cool breeze coming up.
May God bless you.
So on this very special day, which is called Sahasrara Day, in honor of the day that Sahasrara was opened, and Shri Mataji spent and devote her lifetime to giving this gift to anybody who wanted it. So again now, as Shri Mataji instructed, let's bring our right hand onto the top of our head. We can keep our eyes closed. And let's hold our hand there gently. Within the seventh energy center reside the seats of all of our chakras. Let's invite our Kundalini. Mother Kundalini, please come in to my Sahasrara. Let's ask 3 times. Mother Kundalini, please come into my Sahasrara. Please cleanse and nourish all of the chakras, the seats of my chakras. in my Sahasrara. Can bring our hand back on our lap. With a strong desire to be in the state of silence, to feel the peace. To feel our connection with each other. Let's welcome the joy of our spirit by placing our right hand on our left heart, the left side of our chest. Let's invite our spirit to come into my Sahasrara. Please take your rightful throne, your seat in my Sahasrara. Sahasrara means 1,000. There are 1,000 petals, as it is described, which are the nerves within this part of our brain. And they get enlightened gradually as Kundalini as more strands of our Kundalini rise and flows along the nerves, enlightening them. We can say again to ourselves, I am my pure spirit. Establishing this connection between our heart and the heart of our Sahasrara, which is located at that fontanelle bone place, which is also called the Brahmarandra, the door to the Brahma, the divine. Mother Kundalini, my true desire is for you to establish a permanent, eternal connection of my spirit and the all-pervading divine power. The primordial power, which we learned in the mantra, is Adi Shakti. Can bring our hand back on our lap. Take a nice deep breath. Pay attention to see if we are feeling any different than when we began. At this moment, we leave everything to our Kundalini to take care of. So that we can rise into the Sahasrara. We don't have to clear our chakras or balance our channels. We can go straight there. We join millions around the world in meditation, offering our gratitude to Shri Mataji for making this all possible, for bringing us together, for awakening the power within us that transforms us. And that will transform the world. All right, so we can rinse our feet off now and put the bucket just a little to the side. We can empty it later at the end, but let's take a moment now to rinse and dry our feet. Let's close our eyes again. We're going to listen to a talk of Shri Mataji. And she speaks about our very first energy center, the Muladhara chakra. Then we'll have an opportunity to meditate to some beautiful live music by our very dear Kalyan. And after that, we'll have the lovely opportunity to spend some time with Wendy, who will help us develop a better understanding of the mantras. Before we start this talk, I just wanted to mention that in this talk, Shri Mataji explains how the matter has many different types of energy, and we're created out of the matter. We have many different types of energy within our being. We have our chakras, and they're created out of the elements, and the elements all have their powers, their energies as well. And at the Muladhara chakra, the main principle is innocence. And innocence has a power. We could think of it like that, as an energy that acts. So Shri Mataji will be speaking about these concepts, these aspects of our true self, of our inner being. And also she uses the word dharma and dharmic in this talk, and we can understand it in a sort of simple way as virtues, if we're not familiar with that phrase. So let's listen to Shri Mataji now.
If you go into the matter, say sulfur dioxide, then sulfur and oxide go on deep into it till you reach the state when it is a molecule. Then you see these atoms of sulfur and oxygen, they oscillate. They oscillate with a frequency. There are 3 types of frequencies they use. Now imagine in the molecule, think of it. In the molecule of a substance, there is an energy which is active. Now one may say that why should be in matter there is energy? One can ask a question, why there should be energy in matter? If there was no energy in the matter, how can you have all chemical compounds? Who pushes them? Say you have sodium chloride. Sodium and chloride are attached to each other. But if the chloride has to go to some other atom, then who does that? There has to be some energy which is absolutely built into matter. Now we may say, that what about water? You know, water has energy. That's how we have hydrostatics. Even coal, even stones, all of them have got energy within themselves. And it is all controlled by the principle of Sri Ganesha. So though he is such a small, tiny little child, how great is his work and how much he has to work out. Now from matter you move, say, to living plants, then to animals, then to human beings. And everywhere his energy works at the
level of matter, they might call it electromagnetic. But potentially it is the energy of Sri Ganesh which is electromagnetic at that point. Then it starts evolving, growing. That's how we have different stratas of energies that we see in different growth of the evolution. In the human being, it exists, as you know, as auspiciousness, as purity, mainly the innocence. So the power of innocence is such a guiding factor. There's a difference between ignorance and innocence. If you are innocent, then to you, nothing is important except for love. For an innocent person who is not conditioned, who is not egoistical, who is not so-called mature, it is the love that it understands. It doesn't care for any wealth, any power, anything, but the love that it can feel, the pure love of a person. Innocent person has no understanding of gaining anything out of the love he receives or he gives. No sense at all. Innocence is the basis of all the dharmas. If you have no innocence, you cannot follow dharma. Because if you are dharmic, it is maybe a mental attitude, maybe egoistical, maybe because you are born in a religion, because somebody has told you about it. It's going to be very superficial. Unless and until it is embedded in the quality of innocence, dharma has no meaning. In that state, you are dharmic. You are beyond any thinking about it, of any deductions about it, but you are dharmic. You cannot be a dharmic. You cannot be. As if the manifestation of innocence is morality. Once Sri Ganesha is awakened, I hope he has been awakened in all of you. And if you respect him, just respect him, then automatically you develop a sense of morality. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to explain to you. You just become moral. People who have seen you are quite amazed and said that, how is it that their eyes are fixed, so innocent, without any lust and greed? Pure attention for anything you need. Say music, for art, for anything you have to have pure attention. And that comes through your innocence. Say a person who is an artist and who is very money oriented, say for example, a person who is doing some paintings and all that. His art cannot become eternal art. Cannot. That's why we see in modern times whatever art is created, it just comes and goes. It has no eternal value. Same with the modern music that they are having. The same thing is happening. It comes and goes, and no one knows where it has disappeared. Behind it is money orientation. And that money orientation results into a kind of a creation which is not perfect. All creations which were dedicated to God in the olden times are being today very much respected, and people pay a lot of money for that. Maybe at that time the artist must have suffered. But they understood, innocent artists understood very much that if we have to express, we must truthfully do it, not to please the people, not to please anyone, but to please God. As you know that Michelangelo had a big fight with his Pope here because he couldn't tolerate nonsense that was coming from the Pope. All the artists always have been fighting, real artists. So this innocence also gives you a power of self-understanding. You know where you stand. A person who is innocent knows very well that he is standing on the pedestal of virtues.
Let's let those words sink into our being. Today we will use the music for all our different energy centers, starting from the first one at the base of the spine, going all the way up to the Sahasrara. I will be playing very short pieces of music for each chakra. I'll just mention the name of the chakra before I play. So we'll start with the Muladhara, the first one at the base of the spine. go to the second center, which is at the level of the waist. Next we'll go to the navel center. We'll go to the center of the heart. Now we will take our attention to the Vishuddhi chakra at the level of the throat. Now we'll move on to the Agnya chakra at the level of the forehead. We'll go to the center at the top of the head, the Sahasrara.
So now let's keep our eyes closed, and we'll just allow the vibrations of this beautiful music, we'll just allow ourselves to absorb that in silence. Now, keeping our eyes closed, let's take a nice deep breath in, deeply, slowly. Hold it for a few seconds and exhale. And as we breathe out, just allow the heart chakra to relax. Let's take 3 of these breaths together. We can take our right hand and put it on the center heart, center of our chest, keeping our eyes closed. Just allow ourselves to settle. We can bring our hand back down. And we're going to experience again the Sanskrit mantra. And we went in great depth on Tuesday, and that video is available where they go through the pronunciation really carefully, and you can practice. And if you want to practice the mantra more, really highly recommend you go again and open that and practice the mantra. Also, there's a beautiful booklet with the mantras and affirmations in it that's available also for that day. And we also recommend you download that and keep that with you as a tool. So why do we use the Sanskrit mantra? We have these beautiful English affirmations, and they're very helpful because we say them in our mother tongue and we know what they mean. And that's powerful. Now, the Sanskrit mantra is powerful for a different reason. It's powerful because the sounds themselves they vibrate in such a way that naturally the chakra opens when we say it. And this is powerful because we don't know deeply all the words that we're saying, so it's beyond our mental thought. And it takes us sometimes beyond thought into our Sahasrara, which is where we really want to say the mantras from, if we can. And the mantra, we're talking about this Adi Shakti power. The mantra refers to this Adi Shakti power. And this is the evolved energy, the form of our Kundalini, our mother Kundalini. We have the Great Mother form, and she is very powerful. And that is the form of the mother that protects her children, that protects all of us. So when we say the Sanskrit mantra, we're asking for protection on whichever chakra we're saying the mantra for. We're asking for it to be established by the deity or figure known for that center. In the Muladhara, it's Sri Ganesha. For the ego, it's Sri Buddha. We recognize these characters. We're asking that their power be established, yes, and protected by the Great Mother. And that's the power and value of the Sanskrit mantra. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to Mark's kindly volunteered to come and help. And we're going to put the Sanskrit mantra up on the screen. And we're going to repeat the mantra. We're going to say it. Just one, each by line by line. Is it up on the screen?
Not yet.
There she is. There it is. Wonderful. The full mantra. And this mantra, by changing out what we say on the second line, we can do it for all of the chakras. But we're going to go again over Shri Ganesha's mantra. So I'm going to say the mantra, and the most important thing is that we want to feel the vibrations. We want to actually experience, what is this tool for us? What is this mantra? And see what we feel from it. So I'm going to say it, and then you and Mark will repeat it back, and we're just going to say it line by line. Om Tvameva Sakshat.
Om Tvameva Sakshat.
Shri Ganesha Sakshat.
Shri Ganesha Sakshat.
Shri Adi Shakti Mataji.
Shri Adi Shakti Mataji.
Shri Nirmala Devi.
Shri Nirmala Devi.
Namo Namaha.
Namo Namaha.
So now we're going to leave the words up on the screen, and we're going to just sing the mantra, maybe a little bit slower than we did last time. And we're going to sing it through 4 times. And what we're doing when we're singing this mantra is we're asking for our Muladhara chakra to be stronger. And the Muladhara chakra supports our Kundalini. So we're really asking to have a deeper experience by saying these mantras. So we'll say it together. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Just keep our eyes closed now. We'll put Shri Mataji's photo on the screen. And let's take a moment to feel what we feel in our hands. When we feel cool in both hands, that means that the vibrations are flowing very well. Now again with our eyes closed, let's put our right hand on our heart, center heart chakra. And let's just desire together that we all grow deeper. That we become stronger together. So we can feel the silence. Let's just desire in our hearts to go beyond our limited selves. Put our hand down. We can take our right hand and put it across our forehead. And just allow our forehead to rest in the palm of our hand. And we can put our hand back down. Both hands palm up in our lap. And we'll just be quiet for a few minutes together. Now, as we're coming towards the end of our meditation, let's raise our kundalinis, but let's do it nice and slowly and see if we can feel the strands of kundalini rising and being tied above the top of our head. When we're ready, we can give ourselves a bandhan again, keeping our awareness or attention on our right hand as we bring the vibrations as a protection around our chakras.
So it's been extremely wonderful opportunity. Mark and I are both very grateful to be able to be with you tonight. And we really hope that moving forward, we can all become more deeply established at the Sahasrara chakra. And we just want you to know in our hearts how much it means that we were all together today on this Sahasrara day to be as one.
Thank you, Wendy and Mark, and also to Kalyan. It was a really lovely meditation this evening. Hope everybody was able to get into that beautiful state of silence. So we have before us the slide that is giving us a sneak peek at the program on Sunday. We'll learn how to remove obstacles that we often face, challenges in our daily lives and to our personal growth. So we look forward to exploring how to do that with you. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. We also have the sessions continuing for the next 6 weeks, and they will continue on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at the same time, 8:45 until 10 o'clock. And then as a supplement to this course, we have 3 nights a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays throughout the summer. A 30-minute session that starts at the same time, 8:45 East Coast time. And they're 30 minutes long till 9:15. And it's a Footsoak and meditation. And like I said at the beginning, they will be led by different instructors from around the country. And then at the end of the session, we'll show you, you can go online to the main website, freemeditation.us/meetings, and you can find there a list of other online meditations that are being held throughout the week at different days and times. Next slide, please. Right. So we're going to show you now how you can access this very lovely compilation of mantras and affirmations that help us clear our centers, nourish them, and strengthen them so that we can really experience this meditation more deeply. So I think we're going to bring up the website here now. There we go. And you can scroll down from the top down to day 44. And when you click on that link, it will bring you up to, excuse me, this drop-down box, which has the booklet that you can download. So that will be something that will be a guide you can go to. And once we begin to feel the vibrations more clearly on our hands, on our fingertips, we've seen the slide before that shows how they correspond to our energy centers inside of our subtle system. And we'll be able to practice using that booklet, the mantras for the different chakras and channels. And here you go, you see the, once again, the invitation to this session, which is session 6. And today, if you would like to, today we were at 46, but can you scroll down just a little bit? We can see it. You can go, if you want to not only have the words for the mantras, but also the way Linda and Mark on Tuesday, the rhythm, how to say it with the correct pronunciation. You can then go down to what you see here, the different sessions. And that was, let's see, what session was on Tuesday? That was session 44. Okay, today's 45. So there you go. Session 44, sorry. 44, which was the introduction to mantras. And you can go through to where Linda and Mark are singing them for you, just like Wendy and Mark did today as well. All right, excellent. So there we go. Those are the announcements for today. And if there's no other slides before we, that's right, we do have a few more. All right. So if you would like to be paired up with a mentor, somebody who you can chat with, who you can communicate with and learn more and share more, please fill out the mentor survey form using the link in the chat. And if you are a Spanish-speaking person who would like to work with somebody who also speaks Spanish, please write that in the chat, and they can put you either with a mentor who also speaks Spanish, or at the end of the session today, if you'd like to go into a breakout room with somebody who speaks Spanish, then they can arrange for that as well. Very well. So we are not going to have a Q&A today. We are going to have in the main room here a silent meditation. And I'm not sure if they'll put music on today. If you prefer, you're welcome to also write in the chat that you'd like to go into a breakout room with any of the Sadh yogis who are here this evening. If you'd like to meet one-on-one, or perhaps in a room with a number of other individuals. So we can arrange for that as well. So we had a really lovely session today, and we hope you enjoyed it. We hope that you are more comfortable when you meditate in connecting with this beautiful energy that resides within each of us, this nurturing, mothering, loving energy. And she is so anxious for us to grow, and we need to ask her for help. So just like today, we asked her to come into our Sahasrara and to awaken the qualities, for example, of innocence within us. You know, let's take some time during the week when we're not meeting together to sit quietly for a short while, 5 or 10 minutes, and ask her to awaken within us these nerves and petals in our Sahasrara so that we can grow spiritually and become more peaceful, loving, evolved individuals and we can imbibe the qualities that we want to express in our lives. So we're going to meditate together now, and we can once again remember when we're finished to empty our foot soaking bucket and rinse it nicely. And we'll meet here again on Sunday. If you would like to join the foot soak tomorrow evening, then we'll look forward to seeing you then on the same link as we are here tonight. So have a good evening, and it's been such a joy. Happy Sahasrara Day to everybody. Mm-hmm.